Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about what will your future spouse or life partner admire about you. And this was a suggestion of one of you guys, so thank you very much for that. As always, my dear, if you have any more suggestions regarding any topic of your choice, you can feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Now, as always, we have 3 piles that you can choose from, and you can either choose the card or the crystal below it. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is gonna be pile 3. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And if you would like, or you're interested in a personal reading, or you just would like to get further information regarding one, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what will your future spouse or life partner admire about you? So my dear, let's start straight away. Let's see, for my dear pile 1, what will your life partner, your future spouse, what will they admire about you? What will they admire and love about you? Let's see. Okay, yep, that's enough. So let's get you some cards. Okay, the first card we have is the King of Swords. For my dear pile 1, what will they love and admire about you? Oops, okay, this is not a card. I forgot to take this out. Alright, excuse me. So let's continue. So let's see, for my dear pile 1, please. We got the Page of Earth, the Page of Pentacles. 8 cards, please. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. The Integration card. Let's continue. Okay, 1 card turned over. We have the Balance card. Four of Cups, Abundance. The Tower card, and let's give it 1 more card for my dear pile. Okay. And we have the Lovers. That's nice. Let me make sure for a second, my dear, that all the cards are visible. Okay. All right. Okay. And at the back of the deck, we have the 2 of Wands. So, for my dear pile 1, what will your future spouse or your life partner admire and love about you? So there are a few things that we need to talk about. Now let me start with that. The first thing that came through here was honesty. And for some reason, I feel like honesty for your future spouse is very, very important. I mean, okay, for everyone, like, I mean, honestly, of course, is what every person wants to have, right? Like in a friendship, just in general, in relationships, right? No one likes to be like lied to, and I mean that's something very, very common, I guess, for everyone. But why I am saying this is because there's this emphasis here. I do feel like this person has experienced, maybe in their previous partnerships, some deceitful energy, or maybe partners who were really quick to lie. And maybe at the end of the relationship, they got to know that, and it really triggered them because um, they really understood that this person was faking so much and really pretending. And this is why it's even more important for them, kind of like a lesson they learned, to find people in their life, no matter if we talk romantically or platonically, who they know are honest and genuine in their approach. So, this is why this came through so significantly. So, this person has a history with liars, I feel like, and yeah, honesty is really important to them. I also feel like they don't take lies lightly. So if someone lies to them and they figure out, it's really important for them to understand why this person lied, because your future partner here is someone who, I feel like for them it's very, very important to have an environment in which people can freely express themselves, because that's the first step, right? We need to make sure that the trust is there, and we need to make sure that there is this, yeah, the space where everyone feels even comfortable enough to share their opinions and so on. And they understand that this is something people need to work and create. It's not something that necessarily is already there. And they are someone who is willing to do that, right? They're willing to do the work which it takes to create this very safe place for everyone involved. So for them, yeah, it's very important to have this level of like, I feel like in general this person's throat chakra, there is a lot of significance around that. It's very vibrant. This is someone who loves to express themselves. This is someone who, genuinely speaking, really goes after their own truth, lives a life which is really close to their, yeah, to their authentic self. And yes, they are also a very transparent and honest person, and therefore they're also looking for someone who, yeah, will be an equal to that. And I feel like in general, another thing this person is gonna really, really admire and love about you is the fact that you guys connect on a mental level. Because this is someone who needs mental stimulation. Maybe you guys need that as well. Maybe for you as well, it's very important to have a partner who you can connect mentally with. And these are the kind of connections in which you guys will find each other, very openly talking about whatever is dear to you or whatever bothers you. Communication in this connection is at a very healthy place. And you may have a lot of interesting conversations with each other, maybe even conversations that challenge you mentally. And you're really gonna enjoy that because, yeah, this is someone who will challenge you, especially for those of you guys who, yeah, that's very interesting. I feel like this person has had experiences in love, maybe you as well for some, if you have been in a relationship before. um it was maybe a little bit boring, or there was no spark. With you guys coming together, when I say you challenge each other, you really bring out this desire to, yeah, to seek more, to kind of yeah, show what you're made of, but in a very positive way. Like the same energy that I would pick up on when something gives me the energy of expansion, or even like expanding your horizon. I feel like they make you, and vice versa, by the way. It's all about, yeah, getting more and more, gathering more mentally, experiencing more emotionally, also experiencing physically. It's a very adventurous relationship as well. There is not a lot of boring energy here whatsoever. No. I feel like there is a lot you guys are gonna be able to do. And this is something they also love about you and the connection you guys share. That, yeah, there is so much you guys can just jump into, because you have trust in each other. And I also feel like you both are coming um, with a very similar vision when it comes to where your life is heading and what you want in life. Your life partner, what they also love about you is your strong will. I feel like this person will experience or see, better to say, you in certain situations in which, yeah, they they witness firsthand how much you, yeah, determined you are, and that's something I really really admire. When you focus yourself on something genuinely, wholeheartedly, you go for it, and they really admire the courage that you have. And I am hearing, if some of you guys are watching this and you're just like, no, I'm not courageous. I am hearing even some of you guys may talk down on yourself and say such things like, no, I'm a coward. Like, I would love to go after things I am passionate about or I love, but I'm scared. Let me tell you that maybe currently you're watching this and you're in this energy. But what I'm seeing is that, especially in the future, you will dare more. You will go after what it is that you feel like, yeah, is calling you. Because I feel like you will realize that eventually not doing or not trying is losing, right? I mean, we can fail trying or we can fail not even trying. So, and you will choose to try it. And surprisingly, maybe for you, although I'm not surprised because you are someone who has so much like potential, you will succeed and you will see how far your potential can go. However, maybe you are struggling with insecurities or some lack energy that you have been programmed into growing up, that there are just certain things that, yeah, you may not be good enough, but that's like total illusion here. And your future spouse sees that. They see your potential, my dear. They really do. And in fact, I feel like they are someone who likes to support you on your journey. They will not be the kind of partner who will hold you back, because I know, for what reason would people hold their partners back? Maybe because they'll have insecurities themselves and they don't want to see their partner do better, or, whatever. This is not who they are. No. In fact, I feel like another thing this person really loves and admires about you is that, you guys are very, very close. And I mean, of course, if we talk about romantic relationships, this is something, yeah, which should be the case, right? People should be close to each other, should be trusting each other, and so on. But I feel like with you guys, it's not only the trusting and so on, it's really you guys. Like, this connection can evolve pretty quickly. This may be the like quickest relationship that you ever had, like talking about how fast it will evolve, because it just feels right. And sometimes when something feels right, we just allow it to unfold naturally. And once again, this rushed energy is not going to feel wrong or literally rushed into. You are going to feel very, very balanced and, yeah, and happy with where it goes. Even your future partner here. What your future partner also loves and admires about you is, you see this horse, like this is the tower card, and we see this horse literally being stuck in fire and lightning. Like, it's a mess, right? I really feel like your future spouse is also gonna maybe see you in a similar situation, or you may talk about them, about something you may have experienced in the past, and they will therefore see it that way. but they will realize how strong you are, and you are the kind of person, like, you are a survivor. There is nothing, no amount of chaos or turmoil can ever break you. And maybe right now you just thinking about your own past. If you have had a similar tower moment in your life, maybe you will come to the same conclusion, that no matter what lightning or what fire has been around you, you always manage to come out of it. Maybe with a few burns, but nothing very, yeah, too bad. And in fact, you always manage to go beyond it. I really feel like you are someone, like this card, maybe the Tower card, but looking at the illustration already, um, it gives me this energy of like a force to be recognized with, because this horse has so much grace, and it's just giving me some kind of a fearless energy. There is something very fearless about you, my dear. Okay, what your future partner will also love and admire about you, with the Lover's card being here, very, very simply said, is the love you share for each other. You give your partner the feeling of genuinely being loved and appreciated. And I mean, isn't this a feeling everyone would love to experience at one point in their life? And this person, let me tell you, my dear pal one, this person is very thankful for you. And once again, with the Lover's card being here, I really, really feel like you guys share a very deep connection with each other. The love you hold, wow. I literally am feeling it right now, and I just feel like to pause for a second, because, yeah, it's a very beautiful emotion to witness. Your future partner really, really sees you as an equal, my dear. Especially for those of you guys, for some reason, with the insecurity card here, who may sometimes genuinely think negative about themselves, or I just hear someone, okay, this is very specific for someone, take it how it resonates, because at the end of the day, of course, this is a general reading, right? But I just feel like someone may constantly think, like maybe see something somewhere and think that they're not good enough, or they're not willing, like deserving of some kind of a good love. And this is so not the case. You are deserving of anything good coming towards you. Okay? Just an extra message here for someone. Your future spouse or your future life partner, another thing they also really admire about you is the way you make them feel, not only love wise, but also when it comes to their own inner balance, when it comes to their own inner Zen mode, kind of. I feel like, this person may be someone who's all over the place, has a lot to do, very energetic. Like, there is a lot of energy that needs to be burned, all right? Not only physically, perhaps, but like literally. Maybe they work a lot. Maybe they are very, very active in their day to day life. And maybe for like sometimes it may be a little bit difficult for them to calm down, to, yeah, relax and so on. And this is where you come. I feel like you are someone who really helps them to, yeah, come back to their center, to come back to their, yeah, balanced energy here. And this is something this person really, really needs. And I do feel like this is maybe somewhere a place that you guys complement each other. So you help this person relax more, and they may help you come out of yourself more. Yeah. Once again, coming back to the Lover's card, I would just like to talk about how much love there is in this energy here. Your future spouse loves you, and they love how much they like. Okay, just listen to this sentence. They love how much you love them. That's another thing here. They admire how, yeah, blessed they are to have someone like you in their life. They are beyond grateful. This is once again one of those energies that need to be felt. No, I just feel like no amount of explanation could genuinely make you guys understand the depth of love that I'm feeling coming from this card here. Not because English is not my first language, but because, yeah, it needs to be touched. This energy needs to be felt and not explained. And yes, it's the Lover's card. And of course, the Lover's card literally signifies love. But this is not always the case. Like, not every time I get the Lover's card, I get this amount of love coming through. Okay? It's really about the energy that comes through in a reading collectively, in the like all the cards together. And the messages, right, I receive. And the Lover's card is really dominating this. Especially for those of you guys who may have lost a little bit of hope when it comes to love. Let me tell you that what's coming towards you, what I'm seeing energetically here, is a very beautiful love that you will experience here. Wow, that's so beautiful, you guys. I would like to get you some more cards. Let's see. Okay, too many cards. For my dear pal one, okay. We have visualization here, interesting. Now, look at that. We have listening here and Vishuddhi. Definitely, yeah. Their throat chakra is really vibrant. This is someone who, oh wow. Yeah, they will make you also feel, I'm hearing, comfortable enough. Because maybe for some, you always wanted to express yourself, however, you felt some kind of a restriction. With them, you will not feel that way. This is a very authentic relationship. This is the kind of relationship in which you will be able to be your authentic self. Let me get you one more card. Okay. So, as I already said, we have visualization and we have double mission. Lightworker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Yeah, serve the world by being you. What does that mean? Being ourselves. Yes, being our authentic self. Being who we deep down feel we are without being scared of, being judged or even worse, maybe hurt. Just being free enough to, be who we are. And this is what I'm seeing you will be able to do in this connection. And this is exactly what this person will love about you, what they will admire about you. This is the strongest message in this pile. What your future partner will love about you is you being your unapologetically self, your authentic self, okay? This is especially for those of you guys who may have felt at one point in their life that in order to be loved, you need to change something or you need to pretend to be someone else, Whether it's physically, you always thought, okay, I'm not desirable enough, I'm not lovable enough because first I need to look like that. I need to do, this or that to be lovable. Or I need to pretend to like this, like a lot of maybe fakeness you thought you needed to mold into in order to, be desirable. But let me tell you, that's not necessary. Because someone who genuinely loves you will love who you are. and not who you are pretending to be. And just in general, no one needs someone in their life that they need to, pretend to be someone else, right? In order to feel their connection or their affection. This is, anyways, not someone you should entertain. We should entertain people who, want us for who we are. With the visualization card being here, this is the third eye chakra, Agna. So I feel like maybe for some, you're already maybe seeing something in your dreams, or you are sensing that someone is coming towards you. Maybe for some, you are literally aware of who your future spouse is. Either because you're already married to them, or because, you're just getting signs and signs coming from the divine, like hints. But for some reason, I feel like some of you guys already are getting closer to knowing who this person is. Yeah. My dear Pal 1, I feel like this is all I have for you today. Please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if there is something you would like to share, definitely feel free to do so. Also, like and subscribe if you haven't. If you subscribe, please don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get any notification when I upload something new. And my dear, if you're interested or you just would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on a personal level on Instagram, you can find my Instagram link in the description box down below. As always, my dear Pal 1, I am beyond thankful that I'm allowed to connect with your beautiful energy. And of course, I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But my dear Pal 1, take care, my love. Hey Pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Oops. Now let's see, my dear. What will your future spouse or life partner love and admire about you? Now, let's start straight away. For my dear Pal 2, what will they love and admire about you? One last shuffle. All right. So, let's see. Okay, the first card we have is the King of Swords. What will they love and admire about you? We have the Seven of Wands. Ooh, okay. We got the Ten of Pentacles and, okay, the Two of Cups here. Now let's continue. The Nine of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Cups here, okay, and we have, wow, look at that. We got the Star card. Now, at the back of the deck, we have the Clown, which is the Fool card. Now, everything looks visible here. For my dear Pal 2, let's start. What will your future spouse or your future partner, life partner, admire and love about you? First of all, there is just one small thing I would say. Some of you guys could have been drawn to Pal 1 as well. If this is the case, then feel free to watch it, because there could be some messages for you as well. But now let's stick with the people who have chosen Pal 2. Alright, so the first thing I'm seeing here is the Star card for me is dominating this spread, okay? Like the energy of the Star card here is the most vibrant and the most strongest here. And this is sometimes, the way this works for me. Sometimes one card can really stick out, and a lot of energy coming from it, you know. I literally, you guys, like, I am holding my hand over the star card, and I'm feeling heat. So this card is really dominating this, and I really feel drawn to talk about this first. With the star card being here, the first thing I have heard is you are a wish fulfillment to them. Your life partner, this is someone who, first of all, I feel like is very family oriented. For those of you guys who don't want, like, literally a family, take it how it resonates. But, you know, regardless of children, this is someone who really values the family dynamic, their own parents, the siblings, whoever, you know, they may have a good relationship to. For them, community is very, very important. Giving, sharing, receiving. And I really feel like this person has always wished for a certain love in their life that they have not found. Maybe they've tried with other people, however, it wasn't the same. And I feel like even they could have, you know, ended up hurting themselves in the relationship. You know, maybe even it may have been a little bit toxic or abusive. But this person understood that, like, real love is something different. Real love is when, yeah, we feel safe enough with a person to be vulnerable, right? To be our authentic self, to be willing to do the work, you know, that a relationship, you know, needs to be created, right? Because relationships are not only like necessarily easy. Relationships, they need a lot of management and compromising, but it's all about finding the person that we are, yeah, willing to go all the way with. And they haven't found that person. And I just feel like, you know, this may be someone who is pretty successful financially speaking, or in their like public life. However, deep down there is this need, this desire that needs to be filled through a connection, through a genuine connection. It's not like this person, as an example, doesn't love themselves and they are putting this responsibility on someone else. That's not what I'm talking about. They are receiving love coming from themselves, but they are desiring a connection in which they can share all the resources they have and just life in general with, right? And I have to say, yes, this is a wish, okay? It's the confirmation here. That's a dream they have. And when you guys come together, you will be able to build this connection. I mean, just look at the Two of Water, the Two of Cups card, which literally says love. Look at the way these people are touching hands. They're coming together. And then we have all the water and the waterfall that's flowing. It feels very abundant, right? I feel like with you, they will have found this partner who they can create this life, this relationship that they have been hoping for. I do feel like for some reason this may be a little bit of a vice versa energy. Maybe for some of you guys, this is a very similar dream that you are also sharing. Another thing, yeah, this is definitely something that they are not only like they love about you, but they are internally grateful for. This person doesn't only love or admire you, they are grateful and so thankful to have you. This, yeah, they feel blessed. They feel blessed to have found a partner who, yeah, they just feel like it's the one, because this is not necessarily something everyone experience, and they know that. Just one more thing about your future partner, like something regarding their personality in general. This is someone who is very, very thankful. Gratitude for this person is really, really big. And I also feel like they are someone being grateful, that's something very attractive to them. They don't like people who are ungrateful or, okay, I don't know why. I heard bread. I don't know why this came through, but maybe this is something they say. But I've heard that, so I'm gonna say it here. But just in general, summarizing it up, they are someone who's down to earth. Like, even if they have got some kind of recognition or success in their life, they still are very humbled and grounded. And they also admire people who are humbled and grateful. And I feel like this is something that they will see in you. And this is something they will really, really love about you. Your future partner also loves about you that you are someone who they feel like they can share their emotions with. They can be vulnerable enough. You're gonna give this person space to open up emotionally, and you're gonna make them feel very, very comfortable doing so. They're not gonna be scared of you taking advantage of that, of you using that against them. Speaking of that, maybe at some time in their life, people have took advantage of that. They have opened up, they have shown a very vulnerable side of themselves, but it have backfired to them. Not because they deserved it, but because they just had people in their life who were toxic or didn't had the greatest intentions towards this person, who were just maybe thinking about what they can get out of this and not so about how this may make this person feel, or the emotional hurt and pain that they will go through because of it. And I mean, just look at that. You chose the card deep breathing. And I mean, this really reminds me of pranayama, right? Of breath work. And I really feel like with you, this person has something that they did not have with their previous partners. And it's really the key to a great relationship, to feel safe. To feel safe, to share. This energy, it is very abundant, but at the same time sacred. I don't know why I heard sacred connection. I mean, you have the Two of Cups here, and the Two of Cups for some readers signify soulmates. That this could be such a sacred connection, such a spiritual connection here. With the Clown, or other words, the Fool card being here, my dear. The Fool card, as we all see, is the number 0. It's the first card in the tarot deck. And it also, for me, with 0 being here, is the energy of reset, right? And I feel like this person can kind of reset their love connections because with finding you and creating this very beautiful connection, it doesn't even matter what was in their past. And this is why I'm saying reset energy, right? What was in the past gets deleted. What was in the past is not important anymore. All that is important is this connection. I don't feel like this is someone who brings baggage or some kind of like romantic blockages, love blockages in their life into this connection. This is not what I'm feeling at all, especially with the Two of Water being here upwards. I'm getting very, very abundant energy. I just feel like this person There are just certain elements that are very, very important to them now because of the things they have been taught in the previous connections, right? Such as feeling safe to open up and so on. But they're not coming with the hurt. This is just something they have experienced. But for me, this is more so past energy here. They have overcome it, especially because we're starting with the hurt card, but we are ending this with the star card. And the star card, one significance it also has is healing. So this is something they have done. They have overcome it. Especially with, 0 and reset being here. I would like to, okay. So you got the self-mastery card. Look at that. At the back of the deck, my dear, you have love. Yes. I really feel like taking it. And look at this, forgiveness. Definitely. They have forgiven what has happened in the past. As I always like to say, and I've said multiple times in my readings, it's important to forgive. Not necessarily because the people or the situations that we're forgiving genuinely deserves our forgiving, but because we deserve the peace that comes with forgiving. We don't need to forgive because the other person deserves it, but we should forgive because we deserve it. Okay? And this is a very similar energy here. This person has forgiven the past and has forgiven the hurt and the pain because they want to invite new love into their life. They choose love and not hate or fear that comes with holding a grudge. Oops, okay, you guys, you have 2 cards coming through here as well. You have a new earth and the 7-star sisters. Now, with this card being here, I feel like this is someone who is gonna see that you are someone who's very self-aware and very conscious in certain areas of your life. And they really love that about you and admire that about you. Now, you could be conscious when it comes to food. You could be conscious when it comes to certain areas of your personal life. When it comes to maybe even spirituality. When I'm looking at this, yeah. Also with deep breathing being the the card you chose. I really feel like a lot of you guys could even be spiritual. And you share this with this person and they really, really admire that and love that about you. You also may have certain visions or dreams that you would like to accomplish, that you are holding on to, that you are trying to conquest. And for them, they really love your determination. They really love that there's this meaning you're following, that there is something that's calling towards you, and yeah, you're fearlessly going towards. Also, with the 7-star sisters being here, we have birthing creations. This is the energy, one of the first messages that I got for you guys. This reading, this pile has a lot of potential to create and to birth something together, okay? This relationship. Whether it's a family, whether it's a project with each other. For some of you guys, you may literally be light workers or people who came here to make a difference, to help and heal Earth, heal other people, to bring consciousness back or increase the consciousness in a lot of people's minds. So I feel like there is almost maybe a purpose that you feel like you came here to fulfill. Maybe this is the vision some of you guys are holding. In that case, I really feel like you guys together as a couple may go after that. This is the energy of a twin flame journey as well for me. You guys, for some, take it how it resonates, right? Because not everyone may resonate with twin flame energy. But this can also be a twin flame connection who came here to, help humanity or Earth on this very significant time. I'm sorry, in this very significant time, okay? That's another thing. And your future spouse or your future partner, they are more than grateful to be able to experience this purpose or this, I'm hearing mission with you. For a lot of you guys, your love alone may be very, very inspiring to others. Your love alone can be an example of what healthy love really looks like, especially in the era of superficiality, right? And like relationships just have to look good on social media, right? That's what love is about, to look good, to sell a certain fantasy. But with you guys, this is an authentic love, and this is gonna inspire a lot of people. Yeah, this is all I have here. So, my dear pal 2, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if there is something you would like to share, definitely feel free to do so. Also, like and subscribe if you haven't. If you subscribe, please don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you will not get any notification when I upload a new reading for you guys, whether it's candle wax readings or pick a card readings such as this one here. Also, my dear, if you're interested or you're just curious regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to also connect with me on a personal level on Instagram, you will find my Instagram link in the description box. And yeah, I will be also happy to connect with you guys there as well. But yeah, my dear pal 2, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful night, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what will your future spouse or life partner love and admire about you? So let's start straight away, my dear, and let's see. What will they love and admire about you? What will they love and admire about you? All right, so let's start. Okay, the first card we have is the Hermit card. Let's continue. For my dear pile 3, we have the 3 of Swords. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Let's see. Wow, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups here. That's beautiful. That's really, really cool. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands. 10 tens here, interesting. And 3, 3. Let me see, one card fell. We have the Death card. Let's continue for my dear pile 3. Ace of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles and one last card. I'm gonna turn the cards straight in a minute. Let me just first get all the cards. Okay, and we have this Spiritual Warrior, which, if I'm not wrong, is the Chariot card here. Now, let me see. Okay. All right, okay. Now let's see, at the back of the deck we have the Grandmother, which is the Empress. Now, My dear pile 3, what will your future spouse or your life partner love and admire about you? Let's start with that. One thing this person really, really loves about you is your independence. You are someone who's not too clingy, and you're not someone who is or who likes to be too dependent on someone. In fact, you may be the kind of person, like, even if you are in a relationship with someone, you still want to have your own space. You still want to have some time for yourself, for your own rituals, for your own hobbies, for your friends and family. It's not like just because you are in a relationship with someone that this person becomes like your whole obsession. You're still having a very, very healthy relationship to you and to what's authentic to you, what you love. And also with the hermit being here, this is the kind of person, your future partner, who loves to have their own time as well. This may be someone who really values also, let's say, going for some hours and doing something alone, or maybe having their own space in which they can read for some time without being disturbed. They really love to also have their own space, and they really love that about you. This is something you see eye to eye, and you also give them the space. Maybe this person had people in their life, previously speaking, who didn't give them the space, who were too dependent, too clingy, and maybe even at times, really trapping them. But in this connection, there is a lot of freedom. None of you guys is gonna feel like the other person, is trying to suffocate you or to trap you into their own place. You're gonna feel very, very free. And this is very important because I feel like one fear a lot of people at times have is exactly that, feeling trapped in relationships. I mean, or in commitments in general, right? And this is something you guys will not have, and both of you guys will be thankful for. There is also a lot of respect. You guys are gonna respect each other big time. For your future spouse, respect is one of the most important aspects, anyways. And with you, they really feel like having that. Once again, it's very interesting. I don't know why. I feel like if I'm remembering correct, all the 3 pals got some past energy coming through. And it's the same with you guys as well. They may have had people in their life, not necessarily romantically speaking, could also be friendships, maybe especially friendships, or maybe also in their family. They weren't respected properly or the way they should have been, the way they want to. And this person, therefore, really values that. And from the beginning, they will see that in you. And they will really appreciate that. Another thing your future spouse will love and admire about you, okay, with the grandmother being here, with the empress being here, is your beauty. Your future spouse or partner, they will feel very, very attracted towards you. And they love, first of all, the self-love that you have towards each other. They love how much you nurture yourself, how much you give love to you, whether it's on a physical level, you take really good care of your body, or whether it's on a emotional and mental level, you take care of yourself. But not only that, also physically speaking, appearance wise, this person, your future spouse, like, you are their type. And their love, your appearance, very, very simply said here. Because for me, the Empress card also signifies beauty. And this is one message that I really get here for you. Yeah. Another thing your future partner is really gonna love and admire about you is look at that. We have the Three of Swords here in combination with the Transformation card, other words, the Death card. And what I'm feeling here is you are almost coming through here like an alchemist. You are someone who, when something bad happens, when you experience a very tough time in your life, when you experience heartbreak, or just something very, very difficult, you turn it around and you create or you transform it into something that will benefit you. So for you, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And not only that, if there is darkness around you, you make the best out of it. You try to bring the light back as best as you can. And this is something that your future partner sees. And I feel like this is a quality that for them is like a treasure. Maybe they had, I feel like this person at one point in their life has done very, very similar things. They are not someone who, has maybe lived the most comfortable life. They themselves, they had to, go through a lot of obstacles and challenges, and they also had a lot of tough times. They see themselves in you. They understand how much hurt or pain you may have gone through in your life, okay? No matter how difficult it was, you always made the best out of it. And now look at yourself. Especially here, look at yourself. There is so much that we need to talk about, and yeah, I just feel like their mouth is wide open. That's how intrigued they are by you. And yeah, they really, really love that. You are someone who's adaptable. It doesn't even matter what kind of situations. And yeah, you are a warrior. That's how I would describe it best. Now, we talked about independence, right? One thing that's coming through here is that you are also someone who, at least at the time when you will be with your future partner, you will be, full of abundance, okay, financially speaking. And this is definitely an aspect why you will have a certain level of independence financially looking at this. But not only that, you're also someone who loves to share what they have. You are a very genuine person, very generous. And this is also something this person loves so much about you, that you like to share. When you have a good time, you want other people also to have a good time. And this person really, really loves that, my dear. They're also gonna love and admire about you that something this person values a lot, you also share. And that's commitment. For this person, they very value long-term relationships. This is something they are looking for. For them, a secure relationship needs to be found or needs to be built on firm foundations. And Ace of Earth, Ace of Pentacles, it's the beginning of something that has a very firm ground, that is very secure from the day, first day, okay? And for them, they also see this in you. They also acknowledge how important this is for you as well. So both of you guys are definitely looking for a long-term relationship here. And I feel like not only that, you and your future partner may be very similar on a lot of different ways. And when it comes to your life goals, or especially speaking of relationships here, you are looking for the same thing, and they really appreciate that, my dear. Something they also love about you and admire about your connection here is that both of you guys are, yeah, are coming together with trust, not with baggage, not with insecurities. You're coming together ready to love, ready to explore, ready to have a relationship, and they really love that about you. Maybe they have been in relationships in the past in which one person was more so ready than the other, and therefore this brought a lot of disharmony. But with you guys, I just see you looking at each other eye to eye, and yeah, really meeting in the middle. Your future spouse, once again, my dear, you're coming off as someone who's very, very successful in life. So I feel like at the time you will meet them, or at the time where you guys will be together, you will, yeah, have accomplished a lot of great things. And once again, success, of course, it depends on what success means to you. Because success can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. Not everyone goes or sees ultimate success as what is being, like sold to us, right? Like in the modern day world, like only the, let's say, cars and the houses and so on. That's not necessarily success to everyone. For others, success is living a fulfilled life, no matter how much money you have in your bank account. Or for others, success means how much love and how many hearts we have touched, right? So it comes down to your own, individual, yeah, explanation of what success is. But regardless of that, I see that you will see yourself, and this person will also see yourself as a very successful person, and they will really admire that about you. They also admire how protective you are of people that you love. And once again, I talked about how nurturing you are towards yourself, but not only that, I feel like you're also very nurturing, maybe even motherly or fatherly towards other people. And that's also something they really admire and love about you. Now let's talk about the 10-10 situation here, the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Water. This is like ultimate abundance. This is fulfillment. This is joy. Family, okay? A very happy family. I feel like they see that with you. And you guys will be able to create that together. You will be able to create this very harmonious place in which not only will like the next generations feel very privileged to live that way, but you yourselves, you will be able to create a lot of beautiful memories, maybe in a beautiful home, right? Or maybe just in general speaking, the 10 of Water being here, emotionally speaking, you guys will really make each other happy. There's no other way to explain that. And this is something this person will love and admire about you. But not only that, gratitude. You literally, like, your pile is called write a gratitude list. So your future spouse or your future partner will be loving and admiring you for a lot of different reasons. I feel like they can like write a book about it. But summing it up, you give them a lot of reasons to be thankful for, to be thankful for this connection, for having you, for all the things you guys are gonna bring to life. It's just, some of you guys could have also been drawn to Pal 2, to be honest. I feel like maybe Pal 3, people watching this, they have been definitely drawn to multiple piles, even maybe to all 3 piles, honestly, here. I would like to get more information. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Universal light. This sums up beautifully what I just talked about a few minutes ago with the light at the end of the tunnel. Look at the darkness, right? That we as human beings also see looking at the night sky, right? But through the darkness, we will be able to appreciate the light. We will be able to appreciate the stars, because without nighttime, there is no star. So sometimes the darkness is needed to see the light that shines through it. And this is really what I meant with alchemist energy. I feel like this philosophy, or this may be very often the way you see life. You accept duality and you understand that nothing in this world is completely bad or completely good, that there is, yeah, this duality in everything. And I feel like one way or another, you will teach that to your future spouse, and they will really admire this way of thinking or this teaching that you will, yeah, share with them. For my dear pile 3, we have your life is a canvas, artist manifestation, creative accountability. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you may be more so spiritual than this person, and you may share your visions, your beliefs with them, and you may actually teach them some stuffs regarding literally manifestation or things you are very, very passionate about. Maybe your spiritual journey, even. With the Hermit being here as well, I think you will be the trigger or one big trigger in this person's life, which will take them to the path of their own spiritual journey. And once again, this is something that they will really love about you, that you will have helped them to open up to this whole new level of, yeah, living or being that they have not even explored yet. Because maybe this person was more so in the matrix, and you made them aware of like more things being out there, and not only out there but also within themselves, right? How much there is to explore within us. For some of you guys, you could also be very creative, whether it's job wise or just in general in your private life, and I feel like somehow you will share this with them and they'll really love that about you. Whatever it may be that you create, or whatever it may be you do, however you may bring this artistic or creative energy to life, they will be your greatest supporter. Yeah. My dear pal 3, this is actually all I'm getting for you. So please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if there is something you would like to share, definitely feel free to do so, my dear. Also, like and subscribe if you haven't. If you subscribe, please don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not even get any notification the next time I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. Also, my dear, if you're interested or just curious regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram on a personal level, you can also follow me there, and you will find the link in the description box. Now, my dear pal 3, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy, and I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful night, depending on where you are right now in the world. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my love.